Today we're going to talk about multiplying monomials and binomials. But before we can do that, we need to be able to identify what a monomial and binomial are. A monomial is a polynomial with only one term, such as 2n or 4x squared. A binomial, on the other hand, is a polynomial with exactly two terms. It's the sum or difference of monomials. For example, 2x plus 4x squared is a binomial, as is a squared minus b squared. So the first thing we need to do now that we know what those are is work with multiplying monomials. And you'll see the phrase simplify the expression. What we are simply asking you to do is to go ahead and make this as simple as we can get it, because right now x squared times x squared is not simplified because we can combine those. Now if you think about it, x squared means x times x. And we are taking that times x times x. And I only threw the parentheses in because, excuse me, because I wanted to differentiate between the two monomials. Excuse me. But if you look here, this is really the same thing as saying x times x times x times x. I apologize, I've got something caught in my throat. But if we go ahead here and count, we have 4 x's, which means that my solution is x to the 4th. So if you notice here, when we're multiplying exponents, that means we're going to take, because if you notice, 2 plus 2 is 4. So I should recognize that x squared times x squared is x to the 4th because I'm adding those exponents. The next example we have is 4y cubed times 8y squared. If you think you've got it, go ahead and pause the video, and then when you're done doing the problem, you can turn it back on and check your answer. For those of you that are sitting here not quite sure if you know what's going on yet, which is okay, let's go ahead and do this one. I see that I have a 4 and an 8, and I know that those are alike. So I'm going to take 4 times 8 and get 32. And my computer is deciding to be on a delay, so I apologize. So I know I have 32. And then I have y to the 3rd times y to the 2nd, which is y times y times y times y times y, which is equal to y to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I put those two together, I get 32 times y to the 5th. And as you recall, you do not need to put multiplication sign in between 32 and y to the 5th. However, if you'd like to, please feel free to do so.